One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Hits him inside the 20, still going. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Connection to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Dupree.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And that one's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets it to the back. Across the 10. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it! Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense wants to bring the heat. They give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Barry Johnson. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Badgers in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Release to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Makes the grab on the left. Strong, firm tackle. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The offense changing the play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. But a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Dupree. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Badgers will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Barry Johnson. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rush is on him. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Going up top again. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. He's got his man. Into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lining up for the PAT.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The quick out. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Makes a connection. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover two, you got two safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Dumps it to the back. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away to find some room. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
He's got it along the sideline. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulls it in. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Flushed out of the pocket. The throw with the catch. It's Brown. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lets it fly. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Mason. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. Here we go. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, South Carolina. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got the quick pass.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help them.
It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it. But at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Here we go. The snap sets up to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening.